I love a good sim race, but sometimes it's nice to just chill, cruise and roam freely. Who am I kidding? Driving like a knob is way too much fun. Let me start off by saying that there are loads of great free roam traffic maps in Assetto Corsa. However, some of them can be a little fiddly to get installed, especially when it comes to the traffic part. So in this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to install the best free roam map and to get it up and running together with a bunch of crazy ass cars. Of course, we're talking about none other than the Shutoko Revival Project, or the SRP for short. Before we get into the video proper, I feel that it's important to talk a bit about what the Shutoko Revival Project represents to me as a car enthusiast. It really is an amazing representation of the Tokyo Metropolitan Expressways, and it truly does an incredible job to transport you back to the JDM glory days of the 1990s. Those cars hold a very special place in my heart as I was a teenager growing up in Singapore during the 90s. The only problem was, couldn't afford a car. Unfortunately for me, Singapore is the most expensive country in the world to buy a car, and right now in 2022, for example, a brand new Toyota Corolla costs around $100,000. A BMW M3 is going to cost you around $370,000, and you'll be looking at a cool million for the cheapest brand new Ferrari. Lucky for me, some of my friends at the time were driving what would turn out to be future classics such as Honda Civics, Silvias, Evo 5s and 6s, and GC8 WRXs. Later on, when I was at uni in Australia, I was a broke student driving my Hyundai XL. Don't judge me on the colour, it was the cheapest unit available. Thankfully, some guys I was hanging out with had R32s and 33 Skylines, and one of them even had a full wheel-side kitted Supra. I was lucky to have driven them all at some point or another, and what an experience that was. The Shutoko Revival Project has brought me back to reliving those crazy days, and that's why I feel that labeling this as just another free roam map is doing it a great injustice. It's probably more appropriate to call it a full-on driving experience for all car enthusiasts. Let's get into it. This tutorial is broken down into 4 key parts where we'll be covering all of this you see on the screen. But before that, you're going to need a few things. First of which will be the latest version of Content Shaders patch and Sol. You can refer to my previous video here on how to get those done. Next, you're going to need Discord. If you don't already have Discord, just go ahead and quickly sign up for an account now. Trust me, it's going to be worth your time, even if you only use it for the Shutoko Revival Project. Once you have Discord running, click on the link below, which will take you straight to the official SRP Discord server. Scroll down on the left pane to the part that says Track Downloads and go ahead and use either link to download the standard track. Once downloaded, it's as simple as dragging and dropping the 7-zip file into your main AC folder and clicking on Install within Content Manager. Head back to Discord and in the left pane, click on SRP Track Extras. We want to download the optional Overload track layout, so go ahead and click on either link to download that. Same as before, just drag and drop the downloaded file into your main AC folder and click Install within Content Manager, and we are done with the tracks. Next up, let's get us some cars. To run the Shutoko Revival Project online, you'll need to have the same car packs as everyone else on the server. There will be 2 different car packs that we'll need, so on the SRP Discord, go ahead and click on Car Downloads in the left pane. There is a specific warning here to only use 7-zip to unzip the zip archives, and if you don't want any corrupted files, I would suggest that you use it too. The 2 car packs that we'll need are the Standard Car Pack and the Slow Car Server Car Pack, so go ahead and download both of them. To install the cars, open the file using 7-zip, go to the SRP Car Pack folder and drag and drop the Content folder into your main AC folder. Overwrite any files if you're prompted to. Once done, restart Content Manager to load up all the new content, and we are almost there. Now that we've got the tracks and the cars, let's make sure our CSP settings are set up right. You'll want to use the latest available version of CSP, so make sure that you've got that up to date. Finally, just one minor tweak to make under Settings, Content Shaders Patch and Graphics Adjustments, where you'll want to set the far plane settings to 200,000 and 30,000 respectively. So now it's time to load up a Shutoko multiplayer game. To do so, we'll need to get the server info from the SRP Discord under the AC server info. Read up the ground rules for using their servers, but essentially, make sure your headlights are on. You can set a key binding in the Assetto Corsa settings for that, but in general, just don't be antisocial. There are different servers for different regions of the world. Choose the one closest to you and make sure to look out for the words AI traffic. Click on the link to join up to that server and a browser page will open up asking you to join an online race in Content Manager. So click on that and Content Manager will load up the car selection page. There are limited numbers of different car models on each server, so just bear in mind that the car that you want may or may not be available, especially if you join the popular servers during peak periods. You may need to click on the refresh button below as the popular cars get snapped up if you're not fast enough. Click on go and give it some time to load everything up. If you've gotten this far and found the video useful, do hit that subscribe button. It's a big map with lots of cars, so it's going to take a while to load up anyway, so you might as well go ahead and click that button right now. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You now have the most engaging driving experience on your sim. I know I said it before, but I'll say it again. If you're a car enthusiast, you really do need this mod. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys at the next one.